Hey, good morning, guys. So I have my PC back. So I'm crossing my fingers that everything works well today. If anything weird starts happening or whatever, just know that we might have a little bit of technical difficulties today, but from us running through everything yesterday, everything ran really smooth. So hopefully everything will be good. Don't cross streams. I love it. Good morning, Grotlig. Dude from Jersey, redeemed first. Good morning. Noel is ecstatic about having his PC back. He described his experience using his work laptop as clicking, and then 4 seconds later, whatever he was clicking on actually happened. So I was like, I can't even imagine trying to function like that. I've been spoiled with very quick PCs and haven't had to work off laptops hardly ever. So I'm very thankful for that. But yes, welcome in, guys. I thought the same thing about the Death Star. I was like, wow, I feel like I'm part of the Imperial Army with this background. Look at it. It does have Death Star kind of vibes to it. I was like, man, I wish I would have known that we were going to do this background today. I would have worn my Star Wars shirt. Probably not for very long because it's 80 degrees in here, but at least for a little bit. Good morning, guys. How are you guys doing this morning? Is everybody in good spirits? I went to bed at 9 o'clock last night and I feel pretty freaking fantastic today. So yeah, we're gonna have a good workout today. I straightened my hair, washed it last night, straightened it, so it's it's not like a wild lion's mane right now. When I woke up this morning, I was like, oh dear, I got to do something about this. So yeah, fun stuff. Stairs right now, 40 minutes of stairs. Oh my gosh, I would die. Mighty Goats, you are the man. I am so proud of you. Good job. Welcome in, TikTok family. I hope you guys are doing so well today. If you guys are new here, please let me know a little bit about yourself. We'd love to hear from you. If you guys would like to hear the workout today, Twitch, you guys can see, I think Kick, friends on Kick. Can you guys see the workout text box too? I'm pretty sure you can. I think TikTok's the only one that can't. But we got back and biceps today. We're starting off with some low back extensions. We're moving up the back to landmine rows. We're going to be hitting rear delt with some pullbacks. We're going to just do traditional lat pull down, nothing exciting there. And then we're going to be doing 21s for our bicep curls. And then I know this is not part of back and biceps, but they desperately need work. We're going to be doing some calf work to finish up the workout today. So yeah, we got a good day today, and I'm excited to be right on the edge of going into our bulk. I feel like I've been eagerly just waiting for this. Can you shout me out? Sure. Shout out to Jay. Go ahead and clip that and tell everybody that we're besties. Welcome in, Jay. How's it going? Hey, Joe's in here. If you guys don't know Cool Runnings, please go give him a follow. He's absolutely amazing, wonderful streamer, and he is currently on a partner push. So anytime you see that he is live, go join in on his stream and help him get that partner because he deserves it. Absolutely incredible human and great fitness advice, great content. So make sure you give him some love. Calorian, welcome in. You were 6 in this morning. I love how you guys just I remember there was one day where everybody was claiming whatever place they got, and it got up to 13. I'm like, all right, guys, this is getting ridiculous. But it was funny. Noel sounds very happy. Yes, he got his PC back, and I got my PC back. Am I going to regret doing this? Yeah, no, it's not going to work. Ah, okay. Oh, and I just screwed up the green screen too. It's fine. I was going to try and show you the PC, but it's not going to work. Noel's going to get mad at me for that. Sorry. But anyways, dude from Jersey's on a phone. I'm sorry. I wanted to show them my PC.
It's on a gimbal.
Oh yeah, it is on a gimbal, isn't it? So sorry. I'm an idiot. We already knew that. Okay. I know. Story of my life.
Don't touch the monitors.
Okay, I won't touch anything. Cross your fingers, but don't cross streams.
Look,
Congrats.
you have all.
Yeah, I
some
forgot.
bad here.
I know, I forgot about that. Forgot about that part.
All right.
Okay.
No touch.
I'm not touching anything. I'll put
Stay
my
on your position.
hands in my pockets. We're not touching anything. Thank you. What would I do without you? Getting in trouble already today. I get more Tron. Yeah, it does kind of have a Tron vibe too, doesn't it? I feel like if it was like had like that blue, like bluish color, I feel like it would be super like Tron. But the red kind of gives me like the Star Wars Imperial vibes. How old are you? I am 30. I just turned 30. Well, I guess it's not just turned 30. I turned 30 in April. I saw this video of a girl who people were asking her, like, how old are you? And she was like, I'm 29 plus 3 minus 2. And they're like trying to do the math and figure it out. And they're like, so you're 30. And she was like, minus 3 plus 2. Like, she would not give them a straight answer. And it was really funny. They're like, so you're 29? She's like, plus 1. It was so funny. I'm like, that's me. What's up, Joe? Crushed leg day last night. Yes, good job. There's something about night workouts. I don't know what it is, but I don't like to do night workouts every night. But once in a while, if I like can't get a workout in the morning, like going and getting like a night workout, it's like something very special. I love it. But I would hate if I had to do it every day. Can't wait to get back to kick off the back half of the week's workouts. Yes. Yesterday was rough. Hump day, I feel like, is always rough, and it's always a hard workout, so that's always difficult for me. But yeah, I'm ready to get this workout going. Oh, you got cussed out after I offered to help someone, so I was like, okay. What? Why were you offering help? Were they like struggling? Like what was the situation? Why would they get mad? I'm hitting chest and tries day office. Nice. Chest day. If you aren't allowed, or if you aren't following Joe, or even, are you even living? No. No. Tay forgets the rule not to touch the camera. I know. I'm sorry. Just call him the tech guy. The #1 rule of production. If it's working, don't touch it. I'm sorry. It's on a gimbal. I know. I'm sorry. I'm a dummy. All right. Geez, Tay. Everybody's giving me a hard time already. Electric Kitty. Welcome in. Good to see you. Florida boy always stirring the pot. Yay for 30. Yes. I turned 40 in April. Woohoo. I've heard nothing but great things about the decade of 30s, so I'm excited about it. 20s was kind of tough. I feel like we got a really good upward trajectory for 30, so I'm excited for 30. I'm 40 in 3 weeks. Woohoo! Computer gamer, welcome in. Good to see you. I stopped counting at 25. Yeah. I feel like after you turn 21, it's just like boring. It's like, okay, cool. Like 25, like 21, you get to drink alcohol. And then 25, it's like, woohoo, I get to rent a car. It's like, who cares? Oh, man. How long have you been streaming? A little over a year. Flex biceps for Galaxy. Yep. Doing all the flexes. Dude, my forearms yesterday. Doing forearm. I haven't done forearm work in forever. I had like the craziest pump. It was fantastic. Felt great. Got back to the gym again after the incident. Was fun. Could almost grip things again. Pro tip, be careful with mandolin cutters. Oh my gosh, that sounds terrible. Bucks fan, this is lit. Welcome in. Good to see you. Suplex, welcome in. Do you bully people in the bar all the time? Yep, I just pick them up. Okay. The dude, welcome in. A few stitches on the pinky is all. Oh gosh. I feel like we need to hear more about that story. Okay, let's give a flex really quick for our friends on TikTok. Where are we at? We need to go position. Hold on. Dude, I'm going to kick your ass, Noel. Stop. I'm going to kick your ass. Stop. I hate that he can remote in now. It irritates the crap out of me when he does that. Stop. Okay. Flexes. Woohoo. Bicep flex. Not looking too bad. Oh, another thing, guys. I got I'm finally sub 148. Finally. I made it. I was 147 this morning. So just to let you guys know, we're making some progress. It's very slow progress, but that's kind of what my intention was with this cut, to do it slow and steady. So they have been struggling with their children and finding a job. So I offered to help them job search, and they were like, you have no idea the heck I have been through the last almost 10 months or 10 years. It's enough for me. Okay. Well, if they're struggling, and that just sounds like they have like, not an accountability issue, but like, I don't know. They have issues. If you haven't been able to, like, it's like pride. Like, if you haven't figured it out yet and you're still struggling, like, let people help you. I always at least listen to people's advice, and if I find value in it, then I will test it out and see if it works for me. But yeah, this is a sweet split screen setup. Hey, thanks. What's up, Red? I only have 4 followers. Dude, Jay, I'm not gonna lie, I had the slowest start with TikTok followers, which, I mean, I don't have like a crazy amount of followers on TikTok, but we've been growing like really fast as of recently. So just stick with it and be consistent, and you know, things will work out for you. Just keep going. Biolithic, good morning. How are you doing? So good to see you. Okay. Are we close? I decided to stop drinking too much alcohol by the time I was 21. I kind of did most of my drinking between 20 and like 22. I did most of my heavy drinking between those years, and then I feel like after I met Noel, we slowed down a little bit. We still drank regularly, but it wasn't like getting like super drunk. And then now it's like almost nothing. So yes, weight 147. I love it. I like seeing that. And I didn't get any cardio or anything done today, so I know it was like a legit weight, because whenever I do cardio, I feel like I get more dehydrated and therefore like way less. I didn't get 0 cardio in today, which is very sad. I might try and get some in later on today, but we're going to be sweating a lot. It's going to be hot. Finally healing. Yeah. I've never had to get stitches before. Oh, well, no, that wasn't stitches. Never mind. I had to get a skin graft. I cut the top of my thumb off, like the whole, pretty much from the nail diagonally down. I cut the whole top of my thumb off when I was working at Marco's Pizza. And so I've had skin grafts, but I've actually never had stitches before, so can't say I can relate. 147. The bio says 145. Does it really? There's no way I was 140. Well, the bio might have been when I first started streaming, and maybe I was 145 at the time. But I've gained a decent amount of muscle since I started streaming. Hey, what is it? Dante, what's up? Welcome in. Hey, I appreciate that, man. Thank you. We're about to get sweaty and gross looking, so thanks for the compliment pre-workout. Hello, incredibly. What's up, Sam, with the compliments? Thank you so much. You are the sweetest. Sita, thank you so much for sharing the live. I really appreciate you. Thank you for the like and the share. That helps me so much. Anybody else on TikTok that wants to help? I need exposure. I need help. So if you want to like or share any of that, that helps me so much. And I really appreciate it. I honestly really appreciate you guys just being here and hanging out as well. So hope all is well. Again, if you guys are new here, love to hear from you and get to know you a little bit better, so I'm not constantly just talking about myself. But yes. And they are getting their oldest on the school bus, so the school resource officer had to come make them put the kid on the bus. Oh gosh. My family, we've had issues with that, and not my children, but like my siblings and stuff. But we went to rough schools, and bullying was kind of bad. So there was a couple friends, a couple siblings that we had to force to go to school. But I was fortunate enough where mine never got that bad. The bullying and stuff never got that bad for me. I mean, I did switch schools, but I think my sister went through some of the worst. My second sister, my oldest sister, went to school and she had like guys threatening to like hurt her, and she got like soda cans like thrown at her face and like stuff like that. And mine, I've gotten like stuff thrown at my face, but it was like volleyball, and like I got like sexually harassed and stuff at school and stuff like that. But I think she got the worst of it. And then my second oldest sister, the one that's in between us two, she just went straight homeschool. She's like, I'm not dealing with other people. I'm just gonna homeschool, and she just stayed home. But yeah, fun stuff. So I get that. I officially lost 29 pounds. I'm at 242. Heck yes. 29 pounds is like, that's a lot of weight. I'm so proud of you. Keep going. Kid Saucy, welcome in. It's good to see you again. Rob, welcome in. And the thumb too, yeah. I had to, anything I touched, like picking up anything hurt so bad. And my thumb was numb for like a year or two afterward. I have most feeling back in my thumb. Once in a while, if it's like in the right spot, I won't be able to feel. But yeah, I got a pretty nasty scar on my thumb. You probably can't see it. But yeah, I had to get a skin graft, artificial skin graft on my thumb. That was one of the most painful things. Not when it actually happened, but like the recovery, like a couple days after, my thumb was so swollen, it hurt so bad. But yeah. Broke from home, welcome in. Just finished 5-mile run. Heck yes, dude, that's awesome. 5 miles. I like 5 miles. I feel like anything above 5 miles, I'm like, okay, this is getting kind of boring. But like 4 and 5, I think 4 is my perfect if I'm going to do it multiple times a week. But yeah, easy peasy. On mobile, that is. Big business. Welcome in. TTV me. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. Chatty Cathy over here. Oh, I have to let you see the badge that, or the, why do I always call it a badge? It's not a badge. It's a badge of honor. Name tag. There you go. Devin, welcome in. How you doing? The bullying at my school was horrible. I almost got stabbed by someone. Yeah, I've almost gotten stabbed by somebody, but it wasn't at school. I was actually, me and my dad were riding on a motorcycle in kind of not the greatest part of town. So Riverside, where we lived, there was like 2 bridges, and one went into one part of like downtown Riverside, and then there was another bridge kind of like the long way around. That was like, you pretty much could only get to the other side of Riverside if you went on these bridges. And we went the faster way. It was like early morning, maybe, well, not early morning, but like maybe like 9 or 10 in the morning. So we figured most of like gang members and people who were up to no good were probably not on the prowl quite yet. And we made that mistake of going the other way and on the motorcycle. And there was this huge truck. It was a huge lifted truck with a whole bunch of guys in it. And we were driving by, and I saw one of the guys look, and he pointed at us, and all of them looked and followed us. And then they ended up pulling in behind me and my dad. And I was kind of like, that's kind of weird. I wonder if they just like liked the motorcycle and something like I, me being a kid, I thought it was more innocent. And one of the guys hopped out of the truck, and I was like, this is really weird. Maybe he's going to ask my dad, like, what kind of motorcycle it is. I thought it had something to do with the motorcycle. And then when the guy started getting kind of close to us, my dad noticed him in his little mirror, and he took off through the red light, and he like circled back around. There was a police station maybe half a mile down the road, and he went and told, there was police officers sitting in the parking lot out front, like just sitting there. And we're like, hey, like this guy like jumped out of his car. He had a huge like machete, and he was walking towards us. He got within like 2 feet of us before my dad took off, and they didn't do anything about it. They're like, what direction did they go? And they asked like what race he was. And that's it. And then we were like, it's that car. Like, we can literally still see it. It's that car. And we told them like the description of the guys and stuff. And they're like, okay, we'll make a report about it. They didn't go after them at all. And I was just like, oh my gosh. And later we found out it was like a gang initiation thing that we were almost victims of. So like, this is great. I was so innocent. I was like, oh, they like the motorcycle. And then I figured out they were trying to stab us. I was like, it's great. It's great. Good stuff. Calorian sneaks into chat. Welcome in. Good to see you. I got bullied a fair bit. Now I have what is it? CPTSD. What is that? I'm not familiar with that acronym. Probably won't get any feeling back in my pinky. Maybe. I know that time does help. You know what I hate a lot? When you get SH by strange guys. What's SH? Get I don't know. Stranger guys thinking it's okay because they normally do it. Their friends. Did anyone here as a guy have that experience? No, I'm not a guy, so I can't say. 4 to 5 is the sweet spot. Yeah. Words are hard. No, I'm already having a hard time talking. First letter is rubbed out. I'm Athy. I know. I need to redo it. When I redo it, I have chalk markers and I have a black name tag that's a magnet. I'm gonna need to switch it this weekend. Okay. The most painful injury for me as an adult is dislocating my toe. Oh, I've never had a dislocated toe. I think I've broken toes before playing soccer, but I don't know if I've ever dislocated anything. Maybe I've done like the temporary dislocation on my thumb multiple times, like where I'm pushing and then like it feels like this joint right here, it's like popped. It's like popped out. Actually, I did that right before the Murph. You remember the first year I did the Murph? It was like a couple months into streaming. I dislocated my thumb. And it's the stupidest reason. It wasn't even anything badass. I was like pulling the core out of my lettuce, and like I dug my thumb in, and I guess the angle it was at, it like popped my thumb out of place. And it was so sore the next day I could hardly like grip at all. I was like, I'm not gonna be able to do the Murph. And luckily I was able to do it, but I had to like grip the bar like this. I couldn't do like a regular grip. It was so annoying. But yeah, it's crazy how sore. School had the advantage of being taller, so the picked on stuff was limited to words. I was pretty tall. I mean, I'm a pretty tall female. I was about 5'8", 5'9" in high school, and people still picked on me, but mine was kind of more like I got like sexually harassed, and they made me feel really uncomfortable. And I did get like volleyballs and stuff thrown at my head, and I got threatened a lot, which is why I ended up having to switch schools. And then once I returned to that school, like when I was playing sports there, I got like verbally harassed so bad. I was like, you guys pick on me, you treat me like crap, and then when I leave, then you call me a traitor. And like I had people saying the nastiest stuff to me when I came back to compete against them. I'm like, of course I left. You guys are POSs. Like, of course I left. And then they called me a traitor. I'm like, y'all are too much. Who points to people nowadays? Great way to be secretive. Yeah. They probably just thought there was nothing that we could do about it. I don't know. Complex post-traumatic stress disorder. Oh, okay. I actually dropped out of school. I said, forget this. Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy what we have to go through just to get an education. Okay, so can we follow up on your routine and work out along with you? Yes, so we're doing back and biceps today. Let's see. We are doing back extension, landmine row, rear delt pullbacks with some dumbbells, lat pull down, and then we're doing 21s for biceps. And then I'm finishing off the workout with calf raises too. We're doing really pretty good rests in between each set. We're not sprinting through the workout. So If you're wanting to go at a faster pace, you're more than welcome to. But if you want to work out along the way, then that is totally welcome too. That'd be awesome. Since we are talking this much about how about some Italian thrown in. Oh, my words are hard. Gaelic. We're doing Gaelic. Oh gosh. Are these words hard for Limitless? I don't even know how to pronounce that. Tuenial? I don't know what that says. The next word, I don't even know what that says. What's an F and an H? What sound does that make? Failnick? Sure, we're gonna go with that. And Nile? Sure. How did I do? Did I do good? Safe word for sexual harassment. Gotcha. SH. Thank you. I'm really bad with acronyms. I'm so sorry. What's up, Kathy? What's up, Conrad? Welcome in. I am Chatty Kathy this morning. Chat was actually kind of busy, so I mean, it's not my fault. Are you husband shopping? I'm not. I'm not, horse. Welcome in though. How are you doing? The Murph, yeah. Got bullied a lot too, and almost got set fire to at school bus stop. Mother pulled me out of that school. Oh my gosh. I am so sorry. Yeah, it's crazy. Whenever people are trying to figure out who they are, we do a lot of crazy things. And I mean, I'm guilty of things too. We have all these hormones and emotions, and we're trying to deal with there's a lot of people dealing with some sort of childhood trauma, or getting made fun of, feeling weird themselves, and then trying to figure out who we are all in the midst of all of that. So middle school and high school is a pretty scary and vicious place. So I think that ways that we can really fix that is speaking identity into our children. So whenever my kids are mean, I said, that's not who you are. We don't act like that towards people. And I always tell my kids why. My kids are always so curious, why do we do this? Why do we not do this? Telling kids why, I think, makes it stick. If you just say, hey, don't do that, and if they say why, because I told you so, is like the worst response ever. You always tell your kids why, speak identity into them, and then I think that would solve so many issues. I'll follow your lead then. Okay, sounds good, Miguel. We are going to start our upper body warm up. What is it? Brayden, thank you so much for the follow. Okay, let's grab a band if you got one and start warming up our upper body. We're going to start off with some shoulder mobility, and it also warms up your shoulder too. I always did these in volleyball and when I was a javelin thrower as well. And it feels so good. True I. Oh, true. A Y goes a long way. Yes, it does. Okay, so there's been a couple times where I didn't know why I was supposed to do or not do something. And then when I found out like a why, I was like, oh my gosh, like that's amazing. And most of my stuff is health related. Like you're told not to eat sugar or, whatever. And it's like, well, why? And then you hear, oh, it's not good for you. It's like, okay, cool. Like we do a lot of things that aren't good for us. But when you hear like all the negative side effects of sugar, then it's like, oh yeah, it does do that. Oh yeah. Like when you hear all the reasons why we shouldn't eat sugar other than just like, oh, it's just not healthy for you. Like that's not enough. We need to know the reasons why we do things. 7. Okay, so right now I'm at 200 pounds. Oh gosh. I missed it. Okay, so right now I'm at 200 pounds. Ad break in progress. Hold on, I'm going to wait a second before I explain that so I don't have to explain it twice. I've done that too many times where I've explained something during an ad break, and then as soon as they come back in, they're like, hey, I didn't get any of that. Oh, dang it. Dang it. From what I went through in school, I am horrible at talking to people in person, especially women. Yeah, I'm not going to lie. Women are kind of scary, even for me being a woman. women are scary, but I think that probably stems from the fact that I was bullied by women. I always got along better with guys. And I was like a tomboy. We had a lot of same interests. I loved playing sports. I loved working out. I just had a lot of same interests that guys do. And I don't know. I just felt safer around guys. So I typically hung out with guys more than girls, and girls just kind of scared me. They're mean. They play mind games on you. I feel like guys don't play mind games. Like if they get mad at you, they'll punch you and then it's over. Women will like be sneaky about it and they tear you down from the inside out. And it's, I don't know, it's just kind of scary. Not all women are like that. I've met a lot of wonderful women, but I think women as a whole are scarier than men to me. I'm still scared of women. Yeah. Yeah. Women are scary. And they always travel in packs too. Like I can't even imagine being a guy trying to like talk to a girl and having like her, the person I want to talk to, and have like her 5 friends. And then if you stumble on your words or you embarrass yourself, then you're embarrassing yourself in front of 6 girls and then they all talk about it after. And it's just like, ugh, never get them alone. I'm so thankful I'm not a guy as far as that goes. I mean, there's things that suck about being a woman, like having to give birth to children was not particularly fun. But I mean, the experience is cool. Like after you have the baby and, you know, the bond that you form with the child while you're pregnant and everything. But pregnancy itself and giving birth was not pleasant. But yeah, I'm thankful in that way where I don't have to approach women. Although I have been feeling called to do things that are making me step out of my comfort zone. The last couple women's events, I've been trying to be better about going to women's events at my church because I really want to make some Christian girlfriends because as a married woman, I can't have guy friends like that anymore. You got to guard yourself. And I do have friends that are guys in group settings, but like sometimes I just need like a friend to go out with like one-on-one. And I can't really do that with a guy anymore. So I need to make girlfriends. So I've been called to reach out to women at my church, which scares me. And I didn't know if it was like meant for me. Like I felt like that tug on my heart, like, hey, you need to go talk to every single woman that shows up to this event afterward. And I was like me? Like you want me to go talk to everybody? And I wasn't sure if there was somebody who didn't know anybody that needed a friend or if it was like for me to get to know people or maybe both. But I was obedient. I was like, okay, God, whatever you say. So I went to the event by myself. I didn't like try and go with any people that I already knew. I was like, I'm going to go by myself. I'm going to sit by myself. I'm going to try and be aware of who's out there, who else is sitting alone. I need to go talk to them, make them feel welcome. Maybe they don't know anybody and they're kind of, so I did that, which was really uncomfortable. And then I ended up going and talking to, honestly, unless the people left immediately after the message and didn't hang out at all afterward, I think I talked to just about every single person there. And there was one woman who was struggling so hard. She had something really terrible happen to her. And I ended up talking to her for like an hour that day. So I was like, was that the reason why I felt like I needed to do that? I was walking to my car too. And I was like, okay, like, I don't know if anything I did or said tonight like made a difference in somebody's life, but you know, I listened to you. And on my way to my car, she was like out, like way past, like there was like a whole group of everybody over here, and she was by herself sitting. And then it was kind of like, you need to talk to her. And I was like, oh, maybe the whole night was meant for this woman. So, you know, you never know. You never know what kind of impact you have. Good day. What's up, Karawimi? That's why I do martial arts. I'm never letting that crap happen again. I love that. That's doing something about it. If you're bullied and you feel like you don't have that power, going and doing martial arts and mastering your discipline and, you know, the ability to protect yourself is a great way. Instead of being mad and bitter about people doing that to you, getting the discipline yourself to be able to not do that to other people. But then if the time comes where you need to use it, then you can protect yourself. So that's a great way of coping with being bullied in the past. From what I went through in school. Oh, wait, hold on. All those things are in my past. My experience was horrible going to ghetto schools, but I recently graduated and have a life ahead of me. Same goes for us here. Exactly. My school was pretty ghetto. We had like riots and everything. I dated a guy whose parent was part of MS-13. I didn't realize it. And his brother was part of like a local gang. And he waited a long time for me to meet his family. And I think that's probably why. But he was actually really nice and cool for the longest time. I think we dated for about a year before I met his family. And he was super down to earth. He was like leading Bible study at our school and everything. And then after we dated, closer to like 2 years, I started noticing lots of like verbal abuse. And then it started moving into physical abuse. He like was like shoving me against walls and being really aggressive with me. And I saw his brother's girlfriend. She was like, her face is all black and blue. And I had a very strong feeling that it was him who, the brother that beat his own girlfriend up. So I was like, I'm not doing this. And I got away from that situation, but it scared me. Like, I was like, if I break up with him, like, are they going to come like hurt me? So, I mean, I have experience with being in ghetto areas, and it's not pleasant. All right, okay, so right now I'm at 200 pounds. I need to lose 50 pounds to be healthy again. I had an injury that made me gain weight. What tips do you suggest to burn fat? This is a great question. So if that were me, I would focus on one thing or the other. If you want to increase your metabolism, that will make losing weight easier. Take some time and try and build some muscle and boost your metabolism. If you're wanting to just like lose all the weight and then gain lean muscle after the fact, which a lot of people want to just get the weight off and then they'll build muscle after. I would eat a high protein diet. I would do steady state cardio targets fat really, really well. So you can do that. I cycle my cardio. So certain times of the year, whenever I'm doing like heavy lifting and like my quote unquote like bulk, I do HIIT training, because HIIT training actually increases like your HGH, which helps with weight loss and muscle gain. So your composition is going to change for the better doing HIIT style workout. If you're wanting to just target fat, you can do steady state cardio. It just takes more time. So how much time do you have in the day to actually exercise? But yeah, I would say a combination of lifting and cardio, whatever one you decide to do, HIIT or steady state. You have to do a significant amount of steady state cardio, though. It's like 45 minutes to an hour a day for just cardio. So if you have not very much time, I would suggest lifting and doing HIIT style exercise. If you have a lot of time, do the steady state. But yeah, high protein diet, doing a combination of lifting and cardio is going to help. Getting really good sleep, getting enough water. All those things are going to help with fat loss and making sure. So I've heard the fastest way to lose body fat is to wake up. Within 30 minutes of waking up, eat 30 grams of protein. It's actually probably better to drink like a protein shake, because your body will be able to digest and use the protein a lot faster if you drink the protein rather than eat it. So if it were me, I'd wake up, drink 30 grams of protein shake, and then do at least 30 minutes of cardio. Hi, babe. Thank you. Oh, you're so sweet. Oh, I love you.
I love you.
You smell. Why do you smell so good? What'd you put in your hair? You spray something in your hair? You smell great. Thank you, babe. I love you. You smell great. All right, I love you. Sweet boy. So cute. He picks me flowers or weeds. If we don't have flowers in the backyard, he picks me weeds every day. What's a good muscle to work out with shoulders? Or just focus, or should I just focus on shoulders? So it depends on your split. So I've done it different ways. Right now I'm currently doing, I do shoulders on my push day. You can also do I've done like shoulders, calves, and abs, like all my accessory work, stuff that I kind of neglect or need to get extra work in. I'll do it all on one day. So I'll do like a push day, a pull day, 2 leg days, and then my 5th day, I'll do like all the things that I don't get enough work on, like forearms. My calves need extra work because they're pitiful. And I like to do abs more frequently. So I'll do abs on that day, and then I'll hit shoulders super hard. So there's different ways you can do it. I would say on a push or a pull day, you can do shoulders because whenever you're doing back day, you're hitting posterior delt. So you're working shoulders. Push day, you're working anterior. So you could do it on a push or a pull day or make it like its own day. It really just depends on what you're looking for. I usually don't pair legs with an upper body workout. I know some people do, like they'll do shoulders and legs, but I typically don't do that. But you know, everybody's different in their preference. But yeah, right now I'm doing it. And I would say most often I do it on a push day. Okay. Need to actually get started. I've been having a hard time keeping up with chat. I'm gonna go ahead and set up my next exercise, and then I'll try and catch up on chat. I might have to scroll depending on how far behind in chat I am. I think I might be like 5 or 10 minutes behind. Got a lot of good conversation today, though. That's good. Never going to complain about that. We're in 3. Wait, yeah. In 3? 20. I'm struggling so bad with this. Not enough coffee this morning. I've been drinking a lot less coffee lately, which is probably a good thing. It's the home gym version of back extension. If you don't have like a GHD or back extension machine and you got a home gym, this works pretty well. Oh yeah, I need weights probably. And I think the hair is going to go up too. Been through so much, beautiful soul. So amazing. You've been through so much? Or I have. When I was young, I prayed for wisdom and compassion, and I certainly got both of those things. Not smart when it comes to like computers and stuff, but definitely experienced a lot of things in life. Cardio is king. I'll never trade it. Yeah, cardio is fantastic. Endurance is an absolute must. Yeah, that's why I do both. It helps me not get burned out on one thing or the other. If I just did hit cardio year round, I think I would get bored, and I know that about myself. So steady state is kind of counterproductive to muscle mass, like growing. So I do hit style when I'm trying to grow, and then when I'm trying to cut, I'll do steady state, and that seems to work really, really well for me. And then when I'm maintaining, I kind of just do whatever I want, either one. I can, whatever I'm feeling. Some days I'll go for a long run. Some days I'll do a short 15, 20-minute circuit during maintenance. That's another thing I love about maintenance. It's so flexible. This gives you a time to continue staying active. You don't want to go back to not working out or being sedentary, but you're recovering during that time. It's really easy. It's normally like 3x10, really easy work. Got pretty decent long rests, and we kind of stay active while we're recovering. Get motivated for the hard seasons, which is bulking and cutting. I think something heavy once or twice isn't going to help make athletic strides. Yeah, I agree. I do max lift so that I can do a percentage for the rest of my programming for the year. That's the reason I do max, is not to be like, oh, I can lift this much, I'm so cool. It's more for percentages, so that whenever I'm doing a 5x8, I'm like, okay, for this lift, I'm doing 70% of my max that we already established. And so it kind of gives me a baseline of how heavy I should do it. You don't have to do maxes to get a percentage. You kind of know roughly where you're at based off of how many reps can you do at that weight. If you're trying to hit an 8x8 and you're doing 12 reps and you're like, man, I feel like I can keep going. Obviously you need to go up in weight. If you're only hitting 4 reps and you're supposed to be hitting 8, go down in weight. Like, there's other ways of figuring it out too. But yeah, percentages sometimes help you push yourself a little bit harder, which I like. Hey, don't like cookies because I said so. Oh, cookies. Just normal being a guy. Yeah, I'm far behind. Where are we at? Okay, if I skipped any of your guys' comments, please comment them again, especially if they're important. I don't want you to think that I don't care. I just, if I get too far behind, then I'm commenting on things that happened 10 minutes ago. So please re-comment them if it's something that you want to engage in still. Heavy leg sets are intense. Yeah, I like lifting heavy weights is also good for increasing HGH. They've proven that heavy weights is directly correlated with HGH increase, natural HGH increase. And HIIT style exercise is also linked to increase HGH, testosterone, those muscle building type hormones that losing weight, gaining muscle, those hormones that are going to be helping us do that. Heavy lifting and HIIT is directly correlated with those. But I think that doing muscular endurance is really, really good for muscular health. So that's another reason why I cycle through different things throughout the year. I want to have strength and I want to have endurance. I want to have muscular health and I want to have aesthetic. I want both. And cycling it throughout the year helps me prevent hitting plateau. It's making my muscles denser, stronger, and better quality. So yeah, I like to do both. People who just do one or just do the other, I think that they're missing out on some benefit that they could be getting if they did both. I don't think we can fully comprehend the benefits of being under tension. Time under tension is huge. And I practice time under tension doing lighter weight. Alpha Raven, thank you so much for the heart me. I appreciate you. Yeah, time under tension during a lighter weight season is fantastic. And then whenever you're lifting heavier weights, you want to be a little bit more explosive so that you can get the weight up. And so that's usually my mindset. I think of fast muscle building with lifting and with cardio. Think fast, think hit, think explosive movements. And then for cutting, it's like your muscular endurance, higher reps, slower reps, lighter weight, and then steady state cardio slower. If you have that slower mentality during a cut, you're gonna notice leaning out and all that. So that's kind of my mentality. And it seems to be working for me. I'm pretty happy with where I'm at. Probably do a little bit more cardio. I sometimes neglect cardio, but nobody wants to watch me do cardio on stream. So it's hard to do 3 hours worth of streaming and then try and find time to do cardio outside of that, which I have been doing about 30 minutes of cardio in the morning after my cold plunge. But that's 30 minutes really isn't enough for steady state. Just caught a goldfish and call it trong. What? What is it? Melody? New Melody? Welcome in. Good morning, Tomo. How you doing? Shoulder pressing the 40s now for 12 reps. Heck yes. That's awesome. Dude, dumbbell shoulder press is like a different beast. Dumbbell work is excellent. 40 minutes on this. I don't have a stair stepper. I can walk up and down my stairs at home. Cyberdial, good morning. How are you doing? Lurky Turkey, thank you so much, Uzazel. I appreciate you. Yes, we are having a magnificent day. Glorious. I just want to say it's amazing how knowledgeable you are. Oh, thanks. I'm literally just talking about my experiences and, between podcasts and my own experience, and actually studied about four and a half years of exercise, like physiology and that kind of stuff. So, I mean, between all of it, I feel like I have a pretty good base, but there's always more to learn. And if I find a better way of doing something, I switch it out. I admit, you know what? Hey, I found a better way. We're going to do this. I'm not the kind of person that has a pride thing where it's like, oh, I was wrong for all those years. Like, if I find something better, I'm like, yep, I was wrong. I used to do hit style stuff during a cut and it wasn't working as well as this is. And so we're always growing and learning. You're a student your whole life. Those end up being the smartest people, is people who are constantly learning. Put their pride aside. That's what she said. And listen and test things out. Don't just believe everything you hear. You obviously have to do your own research. Okay. My approach I'm taking with my guitar. Cardio or not, I think people would still be here. Yeah. I wish I didn't have the thing that showed how many people were in here. Whenever I didn't have Restream there for 2 weeks, I couldn't see how many people were in here, and it was very freeing. It was lovely. Coach Brad, welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Dave, thanks for that follow. Is it? Okay. Hey, drinking less coffee. Cappuccino. Wish I really want my midday latte, even though it's not a healthy habit. If I had stuff for a latte, I would totally do it. And good to hear. Lifting weights to attain purely strength PR isn't going to help me earn a marathon medal. Exactly. You got to know what your goals are, and then what's it called? And do things that are going to help you get there. Not everybody's goals are the same. I need my joints to function properly. Yeah, super heavy lifting can do some damage to your body, so you definitely got to keep that in mind. A self-defense tool any man or woman can have is a barbarian woman by their side. I've been called an Amazon woman more than once in my life. There are true Amazon women. There was this one girl, she towered over me and Nolan. Noel's 6'3". She was very, very tall. And I was like, holy crap, that girl is huge. And then like 2 minutes later, we were standing in line at this taco place. And this guy who was like almost 8 foot tall came in. And I was like, oh my gosh, like, I think I just found the match for that super tall lady. And they ended up being together. I was like, oh my gosh, they found each other. They're like this much taller than everybody else, so they could streamline. He was like, that's my lady right there. Isn't that funny? She was a true Amazon. A little warm up before the ropes. Dude, ropes. That's one thing I really, really miss. Okay, not one thing. I miss a lot of things about gyms, but I really miss ropes. I went to this one place and their ropes were like, they were so light. I'm like, this isn't doing anything. I got spoiled. We had a really good set of ropes at a couple gyms I went to, and I don't have any here. I would love to have ropes here if I could. That's the approach I'm taking with my guitar. Training is just part of my life now, so I'm channeling the patience it takes and swallow my ego. Yes, stay teachable. The best advice that you can give is stay teachable. Vlad is a barbarian woman. Vladislava. I cannot say names. It's a barbarian woman. Beautiful face too, yeah. I don't know who that is, but I feel like I need to look at him. 3-day thing once, and the majority of women wouldn't take a man who was 7 feet tall or more. I read a thing once that the majority of women wouldn't take a man who's 7 feet tall or more. What? I wonder why. 6 to 6'5" is the sweet spot. I'm tall, so I feel like I could date somebody really tall. Because like feeling like you're tiny is kind of nice, and I don't feel like that often. Noel can mess me up. Me and him were joking around once, and I was like, I think I would put up a fight against you, and he was like, there's no way, like I would destroy you. And so we were kind of like wrestling one day, and he like picked me up like over his head and was like slamming me down. I was like, oh my gosh. He didn't slam me hard, I'm exaggerating, but I was like, holy crap, he's a lot stronger than I thought he was. So I didn't like it because I was like, man, he was right. But then part of me was kind of like, now I know he can mess people up. What was that supplement you said that you should take if you plan on doing fasted cardio? I believe it's called Perfect Amino. And this is the brand I know. There might be other brands out there that are cheaper or better ingredients. I'm not sure. This is the one that I've heard of. I haven't personally used it, but somebody who I follow that is like a health guru and stuff mentioned this one. And I don't know if they're affiliated with it. I don't know any of that. But look into it yourself and see. It shouldn't have anything in it that gives you like an insulin response. So there should be little to no calories in it and no sort of like sugar or anything in it. But if you take that, it'll help prevent you losing muscle mass when you're doing fasted cardio. If you just wake up like first thing in the morning and you go to the gym and you're doing intermittent fasting, so you can't have any calories, and then you go do cardio, you're actually using muscle mass before you start using your fat. So you're going to be losing muscle mass doing that. And if you don't want to lose muscle mass, use Perfect Amino. Simply a droid. Welcome in. Thanks for the follow. I appreciate you. How are you doing today? I think my one climbing rope was $30. A climbing rope. I'm not doing it for climbing. I'm doing it for, I want like the ropes, like the, you know what I mean? Whatever that's called. Data man. The Greek mythocists had a love-hate relationship with the Amazons. Battle ropes, yeah, those things. Perfect Amino is the one that I've heard of. Huckleberry, welcome in. How you doing? Okay, we're done with back extension. What's the next one on the list? Oh God, no. I hate landmine rows. I really hate landmine rows with a passion. Why do I make myself do things I hate? Well, yeah. If you make yourself do things that you hate, it actually makes your brain grow. You guys know that? Things that are good for you that you hate, like cold plunging. Forcing yourself to get up and go on the run and work out and all those things. Which, if your brain is still growing, then your brain health is going to be in much better shape, especially as you age. So I might share the podcast that I'm listening to now. I'm going to finish it before I share it, just in case they say anything crazy. But they were talking about, this guy studies brains and brain health and all the different factors that go into brain health. And he talked about, obviously, like childhood trauma, anybody going through trauma that damages your brain, people who like physically get hit in the head, either through like abuse or playing sports like football. They even said like soccer and stuff like that, like heading the ball is like micro trauma. And then they also talked about food and how like having a bad diet damages your brain, and alcohol, like stuff like that. And they talked about all the different aspects of brain health and everything, and how this guy studied people who obviously like played sports, and then he studied people, like I think they did brain scans on over 100 like murderers and like people who have done like bad things that are in prison and stuff. And it was really fascinating how the brain is so different in somebody like that. And then you can kind of almost see the damage that had been done over the years. And people who do things like that aren't necessarily bad people. They just have a super duper damaged brain, and their brain isn't working properly. And it was just really fascinating. It's been a really cool podcast, but I guess I knew that all those things affected your brain, but I guess just hearing it and how he broke it down was it was really interesting. I don't know if I got any other people who love listening to podcasts, but I'm listening to a new one every other day. Usually can finish about half a podcast a day. Hey Wells, welcome in. How you doing? Got a new follower based on your perfect form on those rows. Hey, thanks. I appreciate that. Clint, welcome in. Good to see you. Never heard of concussions before? Oh my gosh. Blood believes everything in a podcast. Yeah, no, you definitely need to do your own research for sure. But if I find anything that I'm like, I haven't really heard a lot about, this aspect before, because everybody knows that trauma leads to brain damage. Everybody knows that. It's nothing new. But things that I hear that I'm like, somebody was talking about NR. What is NR? He was like, oh, it helps with like energy and everything. I'm like, okay, so he was kind of vague. We didn't hear much about that. Then I'll go on and be like, okay, what's NR? Is it something that everyone should take? Like, who should take it? Like, I just like will dive in whenever I hear things on these podcasts. And if the same, like if different people are saying the same thing, there's got to be some sort of truth to it, right? Different sources saying the same thing. So yeah, I always encourage people doing their research. Don't believe everything you hear. I said that earlier today too. Don't believe everything that you hear. You definitely need to do research. But you don't know what questions to ask until they come to your attention, right? So I love landmine rows. Oh gosh. No, I hate them. My traps always look insane in the mirror. You're tempering your discipline every time you do something you don't want to do. Exactly. Yeah, Chris Benoits, who's that? Took chair shots to the head out of pro wrestling because of that. Yeah. I always thought like concussions were more like higher impact stuff, like car accidents and football. Like you're getting hit like super hard sometimes. I never thought like heading a soccer ball would be considered like a mini concussion. Like it's just kind of crazy. And then if you do that, 100 times a game, like you're getting a ton of concussions, like small, like micro concussions frequently. Like I used to head the ball all the time when I played soccer. Like I was tall, and it was whoever got to the ball first, which is like with your head, you would be the one. I mean, it's just crazy. It's crazy to think about. Christian Ortiz, thanks for the follow. Not saying that you should be afraid of everything and not do anything ever. If you love soccer and you want to play, just being aware of the damage that can be done might help you take better care in other areas. Got another 10 for the last set. I had a couple extra reps in there. Yes, it is the Amen podcast. How'd you know? Yeah, it's Jay Shetty and Dr. Amen. Yep. Yeah, he seems like he's a pretty cool dude. I haven't listened to a ton of Dr. Amen's stuff, so I haven't really formed a super strong opinion about him yet. But from what I've heard so far, it's been pretty cool. He works with children. I can't remember what it was. It has something to do with kids. This is what his profession is, like brain health of kids or something of that sort. But yeah, I started listening to his podcast this morning. I'm about halfway through it now. But yeah, it's pretty interesting. so much fallacy to fall trap to out there. Yeah. And everybody has, different opinions and their, I think a lot of the time whenever we have differing opinions, it's because the like the studies for certain like drugs and stuff, they would take 100 people and give them a certain drug while they were testing it, and then the people that could not finish the 30 days of taking this drug, they're like, I'm so sick I can't even take it. Those people don't count towards like the ending like report. If you don't take the drug for the full 30 days, you don't count towards the report. And I think that's so crazy, because if like say like 70% of the people could not finish the 30 days, and then 30% of the people handled it fine, and they're like, yeah, I had some good effects. 70% of people did not do well on that drug, but they're only doing a report based off the 30 people who had good effects on it. And so like whenever you hear stuff like that, it's kind of like, how true are these reports that we're getting? And stuff is very biased if they want a certain outcome. And it just, I don't know, it's kind of crazy. You never really know for sure what you're going to get. That's why I pray to God. I'm like, God, you're in control, and I'm going to do my best to learn what I can. But, it's a scary world. Go, what is it? What is that? I don't know how to say that. Banyana? Go Banyana? What does that mean? He does the brain scan, so it's fascinating to see the physical scans. Yes. On people's experiences. Yeah. There could be somebody that's never had a concussion a day in their life, but their brain is super duper like dysfunctional and messed up, like physically messed up in the way it processes things, because they either saw like their parents get beat, or they themselves had verbal abuse or physical abuse. And, it's just crazy. What's your favorite fruit? Ooh, that's a tough one. I love mangoes a lot. I really love kiwi. I love pineapple. I would say those are probably my top ones. Really like cherries. I would say mango is probably my favorite. I don't like how inconvenient it is to like have to like cut it off like the seed in the middle, and then you have to peel it, and it's inconvenient. Cherries are nice because I can just like pop them in and spit the seed out. But pineapple's super convenient. I can cut up a pineapple pretty effectively and quickly now, but I don't know. As far as flavor goes, I really like the texture of kiwi, and the flavor is really good. I don't know. I can't choose. One of those. One of those is probably my favorite. Sounds a lot like original report that claimed CrossFit to be dangerous. That's crazy. Yeah, you talk about when God assures you a lot. I can relate. Yeah. Yeah, you can't know everything about everything. So just try and do your best, and then learn what you can, and live by the things that you've learned, and pay attention, The report was a blind study on individuals and counted how many times they went to class. They determined the ones that didn't come back to class was due to injuries. Yeah. Yeah. I feel like you have to find studies that are as least biased as possible. I don't know. I mean, even like history and stuff is biased. Like it's almost impossible to find something without bias in one way or another. Everybody has beliefs and opinions, and it's hard not to make something turn out the way you want it to, Now there's people and programs out there that do it with the least amount of bias as possible, but I don't know if there's ever truly something with zero bias. That sucked. I hate these. I hate them. I love like a chest supported T-bar row. So much better. Landmine row is like the suckier version of T-bar row. Okay. Got next. Noel's warning me. Not allowed to talk about that. Hey, Mood. Hammoud. Hey, what's up? How are you doing? Probably saying your name right. Or, oh my gosh. I'm probably saying your name wrong and I apologize. But welcome in. Mike, Benji, Garza, Nick, J. Manuel, thank you guys so much for the follows. So appreciate you. That helps so much. Selective bias is how we operate to navigate life in general. Cognitive function we can't control. Yeah, Trey, stop thinking. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. What do we got next? We did back section landmine. Okay. We got somewhat easy one. We'll do them probably here on the box. So I think I'm going to do single arm. Sometimes I do these seated and I'll do both arms at the same time. I think I really want to get that mind muscle connection. I feel like I get better mind muscle connection when I do single arm stuff. I really can focus like this delt, posterior delt. We're really going to focus on feeling that full contraction and slight hold at the top. And if I'm doing them both at the same time, sometimes I don't feel like I'm getting full range of motion. And it's good to do double arm stuff whenever you're trying to get through a workout quick. But sometimes I like to slow down and do one arm at a time. So I'll break this down and then we'll get started on that. Let's try a 15, see what that feels like. I did a honey garlic glaze on my chicken. Sun's out, guns out, yeah. My biceps actually kind of got a pump from the landmine rows too. So yeah, I'm feeling it. But yeah, I made this honey garlic glaze for my chicken. It was so good. So I did like a pan-seared chicken and then you throw it in the oven to bring it up to temperature. And then while they're cooking in the oven, you do you like melt a little bit of butter, and then there's salt, pepper, basil, oregano, and thyme. I think is what the seasoning that was in it. So you do the butter and that, and then you brown the garlic for a minute, and then you take it off the heat and you stir in some honey, and then whenever the chicken comes out, it's got a nice little crusted area on the outside from when you seared it, and then it's the right temperature, and then you toss it in that sauce. It was really, really good. So good. So if you guys want to switch up, if you're getting bored on your normal chicken and you need a good change up, that one was delicious. And the kids loved it too because it was kind of had a little bit of that sweet flavor from the honey. And so it was kind of sweet and savory. It was very good. So yeah. I can always post the recipes if any of you guys are interested. Made 14 on that one, but that's close. Oh, man. This premium stuff. Hey, thanks. Mr. Feelgood, how you doing? It's good to see you. What you got going on today? I need to make anything for me now that I got some intermediate muscle mass. Yes. I love anything that has a sauce makes it so much better. So I can eat thighs plain like salt, pepper, and it's good because the amount of fat that they have on it, they're juicy, they taste good. But like for chicken breasts, like I feel like I have to do so much to them to make them taste good for me. And that one's a good glaze to make me actually like it. It's all natural. We use grass-fed butter, fresh garlic, and we use like an organic honey. So it's like as clean as you can get. And whenever we do like a teriyaki glaze, we always make it from home. We do like soy sauce and honey and stuff like that too. So we always try and do our stuff as healthy as possible. And whenever things are homemade, it's typically less caloric. There's less like crap in it. But yeah, that's a good one. So whenever I do chicken breasts, I always cut them in half and then we tenderize them, make them as flat as humanly possible so we don't have to cook them as long. Because nobody wants the outside of their chicken to be like super dry and burnt and then the inside still be not cooked all the way. So I always cut them in half long-wise to make them thin, and then we pound them to make them even thinner. And then I cook them either in the pan or we'll grill them or whatever. Typically we don't grill breasts because breasts, I don't know, they're not my favorite grilled, but that's a really good one. I have a Tuscan chicken one that I'm doing. Earlier, I found this lemon dill like sauce for like pasta. Instead of doing like an Alfredo or whatever, it's lemon and dill based, and it's like a chicken broth. It does have a little bit of cream in it, but it's like a broth base and it has some cream in it to make it kind of creamy, but it's like a lighter creamy. It's not like Alfredo where it's like super heavy. And then it has fresh dill in it and fresh lime juice. Oh my gosh, it's fantastic. I use fresh Parmesan in it. And honestly, none of these are terribly caloric. You just have to eat in moderation. You don't want to eat like an entire pan, then it might be a bit caloric. But yeah, I've done a whole bunch of things. I made this mango salsa, has been really good for stuff like mahi. Mahi can be kind of dry sometimes. If you don't cook it like absolutely perfect, it gets dry really fast. And so I'm like, I need to find like healthy ways to make my chicken and some of my drier fish taste better. And I've been accumulating lots of them. So if any of you guys want any of that, or just to switch up so you're not doing like chicken and rice day after day after day after day, like just doing that. Yeah. I found a chimichurri sauce, a mango salsa, that lemon dill one was really good. The honey garlic one was good. The Tuscan one is good. So yeah, we have a lot of different sauces and stuff you can do to spice up your chicken game, because chicken is probably like my least favorite thing. I'd rather have beef and pork and fish before I'd ever want chicken. So if you're like me, or you just want to switch up, let me know. I can post a lot of those in Discord. Reach out on Discord, and if there's any one particular one, or if you want all of them, I can post them. And I have good recipes for a homemade balsamic vinaigrette that doesn't have any weird seed oils or any crap like that. If you want that recipe, I have that too. It's fantastic. If you like really flavorful and fresh salad dressing. Calories on it are, you know, what you would expect. Probably a little bit less than like a grocery store bought one, but still kind of caloric because it has olive oil in it. So yeah, this is going to become a cooking channel. Yeah. I mean, what we talk about kind of a lot of everything in here because what is health? It is spiritual, it's mental, it's emotional, it is physical, but physical kind of goes into different things. It's your food and it's your interaction with people. It's your actual like physically like working out. I mean, there's so many aspects to health. So we talk about a lot of different things in here. And then when you talk about food, like food you eat, there's so many things that you can talk about with just food. And then supplements is like another subcategory of like food and all that. So yeah, we talk about all the things in here. Okay, here we go. You know what superset I used to do? I used to do the straight arm pullbacks, both arms, and then I'd go immediately into a reverse fly. Oh my gosh. My like back and traps and posterior delt, like all of it was like fired up. Good to see you too. I'm just having some coffee, working on my new track. I love it. Dude, coffee's always a must. Always a must when you're trying to be productive. Having a coffee next to you is the best. Okay, here we go. Okay, so I think we're finishing up week 6 on the cut. We've got from 152 to 147-ish. And the goal is to get down to 144, 145, somewhere in there. So we got about 2.5 more pounds or so to lose. And I am going to go for another 2 weeks because I really want to hit that goal. So Nimmy Jutron. Oh my gosh. I totally read it the other way. That's funny. Welcome in. Thank you so much for that follow. Kevlar, thanks for the follow. Hamoud, thanks for the follow. Appreciate you guys. What's up, Junior Guns? Welcome in. I love how passionate you are about all these topics. Yeah, I am. I love health and fitness, and I feel like there's so many people, like we have an epidemic in the United States when it comes to health and the amount of people that are just having issues and such a hard time just trying to stay healthy. Like we're getting so much bad information out there and nobody knows what the truth is. They're like, man, I see so many people that will be like, I did this diet and I was eating 1,000 calories a day and I lost the weight. But as soon as I came off the diet, I gained all of it plus more back. And I'm like, well, yeah. Or I started taking this, I don't want to call it that. I'm trying to be careful with my wording. Started taking something to help me lose weight. And all it did was just make me not hungry. And as soon as I stop taking it, then my appetite comes back and then I want to eat more. Like I don't want to be on this the rest of my life. And it's just it's so frustrating because being healthy should not be that hard. Should not be that hard. But it is. Good shred in the making.
That's what she said.
I don't want to get super duper lean, but I mean, I was at like mid 16s or something like that yesterday when we checked. And I was hoping we were going to be a touch lower than that, but it's okay. Twigbot, welcome in. Looking awesome. Very summer vibes. Yeah. I don't wear my yellow sports bra very often because a lot of my bottoms are black, and then whenever I wear black and yellow, I feel like a bumblebee. So I'm like, no, not today. Hey, what's up, friends on Kick? How you doing? You guys all like came in at once. Let's sorry, friend. I'm gonna have to ban you. Bye. I'm gonna go ahead and do that too. Okay. Crowd looks like I'm coming over there. Okay. But yeah, what's up? How you guys doing? Things people say, man. Doing Junior Guns. Happy Friday Eve. It is Friday Eve. I get to stay up late on Fridays and I get to sleep in on Saturdays. So I'm excited. I'm excited for Fridays. We're supposed to be we're celebrating our friend's 40th this weekend too. So I hate staying up like late. And my friends like, they'll be like, oh, we'll be home by 11 o'clock, but then it'll be like 2 a.m. and I'm begging them to go home and they're like, no. So Noel and I might drive separate. And then if we drive separate, obviously we're not going to be able to like drink like at all. So, which is good. Neither one of us really want to do that. So I think it'll hold us really accountable. So I'm thinking that if we do end up going, that we'll do something like that. And then we can leave whenever we want. We only made 13 on that one. Yeah, the thing about Kick is we'll have like nobody will comment for like an hour, and then we'll have like 5 or 6 people come in and flood in and like do a bunch of comments all at once. So never know what you're gonna get. It's fine. I really hope that you can't read some of the messages. I don't think it doesn't delete them totally. I think you can see them, can't you? I tried to delete it before you could see it, but then it just like put a line through it. I'm like, oh. Sorry you had to read that. Fun watch. Can't wait for the next stream. Bye. Thank you so much, Megatron. We'll see you next time. I appreciate you being here. How are you doing today, Twigbot? It's good to see you. Got to keep my Twitch streak going, but I will be watching on TikTok today. Thank you. Appreciate it. I love how it seems like people just kind of hop around between the platforms, which is great because, all of them have cool things to offer. Gosh. Oh my gosh. Last few reps were kind of sad. Okay. Did delete the message? Okay. You have to ban them and click delete message. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah. All right. What do we got next? What's up, Mike? Welcome in. What was your weight at the start of the cut? I was about 152 when I started, and I'm at 147 now. I wanted to get down to 144, 145. We got about 2 weeks left of the cut, and I think the last 2 weeks, just to make sure I hit the weight, I'm going to be super duper disciplined. I'm going to log everything, which I haven't been logging, but I've been very aware of what I'm eating, but I haven't been logging. And logging just makes like certain that you're hitting your calorie goals. Other days, it's easy to go over a few hundred calories, and if you're only a few hundred calories in a deficit, then you could be eating maintenance calories and not realize that you are. So yeah, I'm going to make sure I get my 30 to 45 minutes of cardio in and log for the next 2 weeks just to make sure we hit. And that's like 66, 67 kg. Yeah. Yep. I'm not a light female. I'm pretty dense. In a good way though. Hey, what's up, Scott? Welcome in. Big chunk. Oh my gosh, just call me Chungus. Welcome in, Scott. It's good to see you. How are you doing today? Okay, we did pull back. Okay, so we got lat pull downs next. Let me go ahead and set up some cables. All did cables today too. Lat pull down. Noel's been freaking killing it, guys. I don't know if you probably haven't seen him, but I asked him today, I was like, dude, did you take a before picture? Because there's like a huge difference in his body from the last couple of weeks. It's like kind of wild how much he's lost. And like composition change. It's like he's not losing any muscle mass. Being on the carnivore, it's hard not to hit protein goals. But yeah, it's crazy what he's done. What do we want? Probably 70. I'm gonna try and get him to post his before and after, at least on like Discord or something, just so you guys can see what he's accomplished. It's incredible. That guy has like the discipline of like the most, I don't know, he's like the most disciplined person I've ever met. I need a drink and then we'll get started. Yeah, the Knowles rolls are almost gone. Knoll rolls, you can't call him Knoll rolls anymore. You're taller than most. Yeah, absolutely. That's why I weigh so much, because I'm tall. I have a, fair amount of muscle mass. Oh, my hands are sore from yesterday. Yes. I missed this workout. I need a gym. Aren't you? You said you're starting your gym membership very soon, right, Heej? The shoes are awesome. You like my shoes? I like the stripes on them are like iridescent. You see it? You guys tell on there? I don't know. I had a big breakfast this morning. I made myself something and I opened my yogurt. I did eggs and yogurt initially because yogurt sounded good. Something cold sounded good this morning. And then Noel made me bacon. I wasn't expecting that. I thought I was just having eggs and yogurt. And then he made me bacon too. And I can't say no to bacon. No more Rolly Nolly. No, I call him Scrolly Polly, but that's for the phone. PJ's the one that called him Noel Rolls. She's so mean. What a little brat. How are you doing, sis? Is everything going good? The shoes. Most definitely don't seem that way small. Like 5'6". Best of luck. You're getting there for sure. Thank you so much, Mike. That we are solid 5'9", 147 pounds. And I'm feeling great. Like the foot style. Yeah, I don't wear these ones super frequently because remember I was talking crap on shoes that you can like bend in half. Like there's zero support in these. That's why I never wear them. They're cute. They are cute. I like walking around in them. They're actually comfortable to walk around in. But as far as like doing like, honestly, I probably should have thought ahead. I'm doing calf raises later today, and that's just going to be annoying because my shoes are all floppy. I was like, oh, it's an upper body day today, but then I forgot. I was like, oh yeah, calf raises. So, but yeah, if I'm planning on running or doing legs, I don't wear shoes like this. Oh gosh, he PG. It's PG stream. Somebody give her a timeout. They likely feel great though. Yeah, they're like socks. This part. Have you guys? Anybody have these? It's like a sock. It's like a sock with a sole on it. It's like they're super comfy to walk around in. But whenever you're trying to like deadlift and stuff, your foot just slides around in it. These laces are fake. These laces actually don't even do anything. But I still like these shoes. I like them. They're cute. I was talking about your shoes. Of course you were. Of course you were. That's not, you knew what you were saying. Sounds terrible. She was acting like she doesn't know. PG-13. You're the one. We need a PG-13 you. I like to deadlift barefoot. Yeah. A lot of people like that. I don't like deadlifting barefoot. Maybe like a traditional deadlift, maybe. Because your feet are solid into the ground, whether you do like an inner grip or right outside the knees. Your feet are pushing straight down. But like for like a sumo, when your feet, like if your feet are pushing out, like your toes, like no. I would hate for like a sumo deadlift to be barefoot. I'd feel like I was slipping. Traditional deadlift, I get that. Even like a traditional squat, I would say yeah, but shoes are great too. When I was moving in flip-flops, I got yelled at Or lifting heavy stuff in flippies. Don't call them flippies. That sounds stupid. Flippies. Hey, thanks, Scott. Yeah, I wish my whole body could look like my back sometimes. Like whenever I'm done with my cut, if my legs would be as shredded as my back, that'd be awesome. I don't want to live like super shredded like that all the time, but at least at the end of my cut, if I could look like that everywhere, that would be great. Oh my gosh. Did I die? Maybe you could have. Yeah. I flippies. Use Furby voice. Oh my gosh. I don't disagree with chat trying to keep you safe. Only takes one box to drop on your foot. Exactly. That's why I don't lift barefoot. I've seen people drop 45-pound or even like a 25 on their foot before, and it wasn't pretty. I've seen toes explode. Yeah. Not saying, I mean, the shoes I'm wearing now wouldn't protect my feet much from, but a lot of my other shoes would, because they're like harder leather. These ones wouldn't stop the damage from a 45-pound plate. Okay, I have to pee really quick, and then I'm going to come back. What do we have next? Ooh, we're doing 21s next. So we're going to blow up the biceps in just a second. So don't go anywhere. BRB. Back. All right, we're going to do bicep curls with the 45-pound bar. We're going to be doing upper half, lower half, and then full reps. 21 reps total. What is that? Seven each? 7, 14, 21. I wore steel toe boots for 30 years. Oh gosh. Oh gosh, steel toes. No, they're so heavy. Not a fan. I feel like my feet get so hot too. The hot and the heavy just doesn't sound pleasant. All right, so let's go. Probably position 3 would be best. Yeah, probably here. All right, we're going to start off with the 45-pound bar and then see how many. If I complete all 21 reps, then we'll continue with that. And if we need to, we can drop down to the 34. 34. It's definitely not 34 pounds, it's 35 pounds. 4 pounds. Hey, Supernatural Rider, welcome in. How are you doing, girl? It's good to see you. Hope all is well. I feel you so hard when you said that your garage has been so hot that you can't hardly work out in it right now. I feel you. I was working out, 11 to like 2 or 3 every day in my garage, and we don't have any AC. I have a fan, but it was so humid in here. The fan was like not able to push air out. It was like you had to be within like a foot or 2 of my fan to actually feel like the circulation. So I feel you. I'm so happy that I get to do my cardio at like 6:30 in the morning now. And I pretty much just lift now. And I started streaming earlier, 9 a.m. instead of 11. So it's significantly cooler in here, which I love. So yeah, doing it in the middle of the day was pretty unbearable. Some days I look like a drowned rat after some of my days. Oh gosh, this bar feels heavy. All right, here we go. We're gonna do, let's do lower half first, and then we'll do upper half, and then we'll do full. Wish me luck. I might do it this way so I can watch, make sure I'm not going up too high. Oh my God. Whose idea was this? 2. Oh my God.
Just
Finishing up the set at least with
make your dreams come
we got to
true.
3. The last one. Oh, 4. Ow. How that freaking hurt. And I did forearm workouts yesterday too, so my forearms are done. That hurt. I feel the pump already. Girls for the girls, tries for the guys. Or you could say buys for the guys. I feel like I get people ask for bicep flexes more than anything in here. Biceps and abs is what everyone asks for. So maybe it's buys for the guys. What do you think? Happy Fruit, welcome in. How are you doing? National Rider, if you guys aren't, if you're not following her, please go give her a follow. She does fitness and writing and all sorts of things. She is absolutely amazing. Please go give her a follow. I just love that girl. I love her energy, everything about her. She is just like a sunflower, man. She just makes me so happy every time I go in there. And she's hilarious and wonderful. Please go give her a follow. No art support. Yeah, no. Florian, and if you wear them again while lifting heavy things, we're going to have issues. I feel like the top of my toes would get sore anytime I would wear anything that was like, had a really hard toe. I don't know if I ever actually owned a pair of steel toe before, but I do have like Doc Martens, and like the toe on those things are like, they're like very rigid. And my toes used to get so sore. Early morning workouts are great. Yeah, the 9 o'clock start time has been fantastic. You're jacked today. Hey, thanks. Appreciate that. The earlier, the cooler. Yeah. Yeah, I was actually kind of cold getting into the cold plunge this morning, which you would think it would make it worse, like you're cold and then you get more cold. Yeah. Oh, we got push-ups. I think, oh gosh, somebody else redeemed something earlier too, and I completely forgot about it. Kara Wemmy, are you still in here? Kara Wemmy, if you are still in here, please tell me. I completely forgot to do your burpees. I'm so sorry. I'm going to do push-ups for Calorian right now. Kara Wemmy, if you're still in here, please let me know. I'll do your burpees. I'm so sorry. Oh, I feel like a POS. If he's not in here, I'll do them next time I see him. Oh gosh. Today's my DOMS day for chest and my abs. My abs are very sore from yesterday's workout, believe it or not. Extra wide and steel toe. Yeah, my feet are slightly wider, I think, than the average female. So I typically fit better in men's shoes, and I have large feet, so I typically just buy men's shoes, and it works perfect for me. Oh man, dang it! I need to write a note. I need to get my sticky notes back in here. I can't believe I forgot. Ugh. Dang it. Oh, I'm gonna even next time I see him, whether you should refund him his points, and next time I see him, I'm gonna do him anyway because I feel so bad for forgetting. I was right in the middle of finishing a thought, and I looked over and I saw it, and then I completely forgot. So I feel terrible. But yes. That's instant warm-up. Done right. Your body starts vibrating. The warmth. What are you talking about? What were we talking about before? Can't remember. And it's cooler in the garage 9 a.m. as well. Yeah. Which is better on your PC? Exactly. We've been having to shut down the PC like as soon as I'm done streaming because it gets so hot and we don't want it running longer than it has to. So we've been doing that anyways. Now that we got the PC back and fixed and everything, I'm going to try and not have it die again. Actually, I can probably just step over it. Okay. All right, set number 2. Wish me luck. I have the the lighter bar handy just in case. Just in case. We know we're dropping at some point. All right, ready to go.
Oh, you gotta give him that huck too and spit on that thing. You get me?
Oh my gosh. Bye. Still got 6 more. 2. 5. 6. 1 more. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry for all the noises I made during that set. Oh gosh. Back in time to eat my Mediterranean bowl with stream. Oh, yes. I have a meal prep saved. It's Mediterranean bowl. It has it's like cucumbers, tomatoes, onions, and then it has chickpeas. What else does it have? It's real. Oh, it has like red peppers in it. The pump is visible. Yeah, I feel the pump. Bicep pump. My forearms are got a pump like an hour. Crazy too. Little teardrops getting a little bit more visible. See it? It's looking good. Part of that happens with the cut though, you know. Not getting bigger, just getting less fat. Yeah. Mediterranean lunchbox. Have you seen that? I think I posted that one on Discord. Oh yeah, it has the Kalamata olives, couscous, hummus, chickpeas, peppers and onions, cucumbers, tomatoes. It's really good. It's pretty high carb, but I think high carb is good sometimes, especially if it's those kind of carbs. You're getting the carbs from like your chickpeas and all your vegetables and stuff like that, and even like the couscous and stuff. But yeah, they're great carbs. So if I ever have like a workout, like a leg day, post leg day workout, I will sometimes do a box like that, and I'll do like a protein shake. So I make sure that I'm still hitting. That has like, do they have the macros on it? It does have, it's more carbs than it is protein. I do know that for a fact. Do they have the macros on this? I thought they did somewhere. It's 480 calories. They have macros. Yes, down here, 15 grams of protein. So if I drink a protein shake and then eat one of these boxes, I'm getting tons of super healthy carbs, which helps with building muscle. And then the protein shake is usually 25 to 30 grams. So 30 grams plus 15 grams, 45 grams that you're still getting of protein. And then I think my protein shake's like 110, 20, 50, 160, somewhere in there. Plus the 480, it's still relatively low cal. And then you're getting tons of the healthy carbs and stuff. So I'll do that, a meal like that after like a leg day. Lots of healthy carbs, lots of protein, and it's delicious. That box is freaking fantastic. Did you write down your max goals on the mirror? Yes, they are up there, but I have these chalk. I think I have chalk markers because I wrote it in black, but like my curtains are black and like the floor is black. There's a lot of black. So you can't even, I don't even know if you can see them at all. You know what I'll do is I'll write them, right here? Where's somewhere right here. Okay. So right in the middle of the mirror, I'll write my maxes and I'll put them in the chalk. I'll put them in the chalk markers so you guys will actually be able to see them. And yeah. And you can always ask me too. Sometimes I forget. I'm like, I put them up there mostly so if people ask me, I'm like, oh, what was it again? I forget. I can just look over there. But yeah, I've been looking at them every day. I hate office days. Can't type as much on the podcast mode. Yeah, that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. I appreciate you being here. I think my biceps are about recovered. I still got a crazy pump though, man. It's wild. Got my veins have been popping a lot lately. What's up? How's it going? Is it Beto? Welcome in. All right, last set of these, and then we're gonna hit calves. Got about an hour left. So yeah, we might actually be able to get some stretching in as well if I actually don't sit here and talk the whole time. Okay, last set. 701. Oh gosh. Dropping for full reps. Four. Come on. 3 more. Oh, ow. Sucked. Upper body day is done. Now we're just going to hit some accessory work. And then we'll do some stretching to finish out the day. Still got an hour left of stream. Last hour always goes so fast though. I have my honey garlic chicken for lunch today, and I have some leftover. It's like a brown rice and quinoa mix. It's microwavable, so it's not like, it's probably not like the absolute best, but it is organic and it's from Aldi's. It was pretty inexpensive. The ingredients on it are pretty freaking good too. I love the Simply Nature brand, organic brand from Aldi's is great. They got such good stuff. Those little microwavable pouches of the brown rice and quinoa make meal prepping so easy. So I'll have Noel, he'll grill a whole bunch of meat, and then I'll just grab a couple packages of those, and I'll do like half a cup, 2/3 a cup in each meal prep thing. And so literally the only thing I'm doing is microwaving rice, and then I'll saute up a whole bunch of veggies, and then I have meal preps for, took me 10 minutes to do. And then it takes me 10 minutes to do, and then I have lunch for the entire week. Sweet potatoes is another one I like to do because you literally just have to throw them in the oven. So the microwavable rice, sweet potatoes, even like yellow potatoes. I've been craving yellow potatoes like crazy lately. I don't know if it has something to do with me cutting or something, but I normally hate potatoes, but the yellow potatoes have literally tasted like heaven. I think I ate 2 of them last night. Or okay, I ate 1.5 because Eli wanted part of my potato as well. I agree with you. Your pump is looking awesome, effortless. Hey, thanks. I appreciate it. I forgot to take my freaking creatine today too. Forgot. I'm so bad. If something's not like literally right in front of me, I'll forget to do it. I need to start making a list for like very specific things too, because I make a list just about every day on everything I need to accomplish in the day. Helps me stay focused. Need to put taking my supplements and creatine on there too, because I keep forgetting. Now we're doing calf raises. I'm gonna do full range of motion and just lower. The upper, last time I did the upper, I don't feel like it did anything. Like I barely even got it like a pump out of it. So we're gonna focus on the lower half when the muscle is completely stretched, and then full range of motion. So we are still getting the upper half as part of the full range complex, but really putting focus. And I've been seeing results in my calves lately because I literally look at them every day. I've been seeing, which it could be subcutaneous fat could be getting thinner because we're cutting. It could be that too. It could be that I'm slowly putting on size as well. So I haven't figured out which one it is, or maybe it's a little bit of both. But yeah. I'm the same way. I never remember to drink my post-workout protein. So I've actually been really good about post-workout protein lately because as soon as I'm done in here, I have to like grab the diaper bag and like run to the car, and I can't eat immediately after my stream. So I do grab a protein shake and I take that with me. I tried eating in the car on the way. So we have lots of hills and like windy roads. So I was like trying to like eat and drive, and I was eating something that it was kind of in like gravy, and I spilled the gravy all over myself. I was so mad. I'm like, I'm not eating in the car anymore. So yeah, I just been doing protein shake on the way to pick up my son. And then when I get back, after I lay him down for a nap, then sorry, I really don't like this song. Sorry. It's distracting me. I told you guys when I hate songs, I have to skip them. Otherwise, it just like, it irritates me like really bad. But yeah, I've been good about the protein shakes. I've been hitting those. I've been doing the coconut water has been fantastic too. So I drink coffee in the morning. I drink tons of water after the coffee and then during our workout. And then usually post-workout, I'll do a protein shake, and then I'll drink more water to break up my drinks throughout the day. And then I'll have a coconut water like early afternoon, and then I drink more water. And then in the evening, I'll do either like an herbal tea. If I'm wanting something with flavor, I'll do like a sparkling water. And that's like my usual routine. I normally do sparkling water in like the summertime, and then wintertime I like a hot tea before bed. It helps me relax. I'll do like the sleepy time teas that has like the stuff that's supposed to help promote like good sleep and stuff, and that's pretty great. Obelix, welcome in. How are you doing? Good to see you. Feels I'd stop it also. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Lower half for the first set. Actually, I'm being a baby. I'm putting my barbell pad on. Anybody who's been on a cut before can probably relate. Getting a little bit more bony right now. Oh wait, why am I at 25 down? Sorry, my brain's not working. Good, getting ready for some shoulders. Nice. What do you got planned for shoulders today? I love shoulder workouts. I used to hate doing upper body when I was skinny because I would do like super lightweight and it would be so painful. Okay, lower half. Hey, lower half. Yeah, there we go. I am ready to eat, man. All the food talk makes me want to go get a Mediterranean salad. Oh yeah. Chicken or steak for lunch, yes. Salads have been sounding so good to me lately. I want all the salads. I wish there was a place I could go and get a salad and just know 100% like there's no pesticides and crap in it. But I have like this terrible relationship with salads. I hate making salads because they're a lot of work. But going out and eating, you don't know what kind of produce you're getting to. So it's just like, ugh. And then like the dressings and stuff, you don't have your own dressing. Are you going to bring your own dressing from home that you homemade? Like, I'm going to walk around with like I'm going to pull out of my purse like my homemade dressing. Like, okay, I don't know. Yourself, yeah. But then not only do I have to grow the produce, then I have to make the salad. Then I have to make the dressing. It's just like, so annoying, but I love salads so much. They're so good. I love all the different textures and the flavors and how much variety. You could literally make a salad, like an Asian style salad. You could do Southwest. You can do like markets, like with the fruit and all that. Like there's so many different ways of making salads, like blue cheese style salad and cranberries or something. Like so many good salads. I love going to McAllister's. They have, is it a Savannah? Their Savannah salad at McAllister's. They do like the shaved chicken, and it's either gorgonzola or blue cheese. I can't remember. And they do that. And then there is like craisins or whatever. And there's either it's walnuts or pecan, some kind of nut in there. And I think they have apples. They have something else in there. It's so freaking good. It's amazing. And I'll get their full roast beef sandwich, and I'll get the salad. And what else do we get? Oh, and the carrot cake. When I'm being real bad, we'll go to McAllister's and I'll get their colossal carrot cake, and I eat the whole thing myself, and it's so good. So good. I don't do that all the time though, but carrot cake is my absolute favorite. There's not very many places that have carrot cake as one of their desserts, but McAllister's is one of them. So I don't eat out often, but when I do, I eat McAllister's. Mackie Lasters. Sounds like a blessing for lunch. Yeah, I can put food away, guys. I can put it away. I love to eat. All right, we got full range of motion on the next one. Full range, next set. Set 2 of probably 6. We'll see how we feel at 6. And then we might bump it up to 8 if we still feel like we got some gas in the tank. But yeah. I ever got rich and, well, I don't want to say famous. I don't want to be famous. I want to be rich. I want to have a lot of money. I'm going to hire somebody to be my personal chef. And I'll do my own gardening, and they can take food from our garden and make us delicious food. That would be a dream. Only 9. Let's go. No, stop. Yes. Fried chicken salad. Yes. I tell you guys the air fryer. Oh no, it wasn't air fryer. It was actually baked chicken. So one thing I hate more than grilled chicken is baked chicken, unless you make it this way. we did, it was a panko breaded chicken breast. So I do my usual, cut it in half, you know, tenderize it, make it thin. Well, I did, they used sour cream as a binder. You could sub it out for Greek yogurt if you're wanting something less caloric, but they did a little bit of sour cream all over the chicken. And then they did panko breading mixed with Red's Hot seasoning. Have you guys seen that? Like, you know, Red's Hot, like the hot sauce, they make a seasoning and you mix the panko and that seasoning together and it makes it like a spicy breading. So you do a little bit of sour cream, Greek yogurt, mayo, whatever it is that you want to use as a binder. And then you roll the chicken in that and you bake it. Oh my gosh. It was phenomenal. The outside of it was super crispy and the chicken was like, when you cut it, like water came out of it. Like it was so juicy, but then the outside was super crispy. Oh my gosh, it was fantastic. Actually, you know what? The breading also, so it had the panko and it had the seasoning. It also had a little bit of butter in it to help it stick together and on the chicken too. And then the butter actually made it super crispy. But I did so much of that and it was fantastic. And then we had so much left over from it too, because we made massive amounts of it. I heated it up in my air fryer the next day and it heated up like perfectly. It was fantastic, heated up too. And this is chicken breast. Like I cooked it twice. I cooked it in the oven and then I air fried it the next day to warm it up. And it was still super juicy and it was fantastic. So another awesome recipe. I can put that one in the Discord if anybody likes that. It was pretty easy. Like baked chicken is super easy. And while the chicken was baking, I sauteed my vegetables and I did that. I can't remember what we did for the carb on that one. It might've been like mashed potatoes or potato wedges, or, you know, you can have it be whatever the hell you want it to be. But that chicken, like I dream about that chicken, and it was chicken breast. So it was like lower calorie, even though you're putting breading on it. It was fantastic. And you're not using like any oil on it too. So if you want something that, like, if you have the urge of eating something fried without it being fried, this is like the closest thing I've had to it. Like I genuinely felt like I was eating like fried chicken, but we didn't fry it. So another awesome recipe. Actually need to make that one soon. That sounds really good. I had pork chops for dinner last night. Pork chops, baked potato, and broccoli. And that was really good. I love grilled pork chops. The only thing you can do is overcook them. You definitely want to have a temperature probe handy. If you cook a pork chop to like the perfect like 145, I think is what is like perfect for pork. Cook it 145. They're so good. I would argue it's even better than a steak. Better than a steak sometimes. Depending on the steak. Maybe not a ribeye, but a sirloin or a strip, yeah, maybe. Oh, my calves. I can't stand up. Three. At three. About to hit the office gym. I'm so proud of you for working out. at work. That's awesome. Thankful for your gym at work too. That's awesome. I'm ready to be all up in your recipes. Yeah. I post quite a few of them in the Discord. Some of them you have to scroll a good bit, but because there's actually a lot of people that post healthy recipes in there. So I'm not the only one that posts in there, and you're welcome to if you have any good healthy recipes. Feel free to post them in there too. But yeah, yeah, if you scroll up for a while, there's a whole bunch of them that I posted. There's multiple times where I posted like 10 at a time. I can do another. I have quite a few I talked about today. I can post in there if you guys are wanting to switch it up. But yeah, there's tons of recipes in the Discord. You just might like I said, you might have to scroll for a while and find them. Find them, save them, print them out. It's pretty great. Thank you so much, C-Dub, for being here. I probably won't be on still after your workout. So I hope you have a wonderful day, and thank you for all you do in here. Okay. So we are halfway done with calves. Created good drool for flavors, yeah. Yeah, I'm hungry right now. That's probably why we're talking about food so much, because I'm ready to eat. And it's funny because I ate a big breakfast. Sometimes I feel like when I eat big breakfast, it almost like stimulates my metabolism more. I'm like, I'm hungry. We've had quite a few tough workouts. I mean, we've been hitting the gym hard the last few days. I think probably because the cold plunging has really given me so much more energy throughout the day. That's the only thing I've changed recently is cold plunges. Everything else has been about the same. I mean, I did do Celtic salt maybe a week or so before I started cold plunging. So, I mean, it could be partially the Celtic salt. I'm getting more minerals in my body, but typically when you're mineral deficient, it takes like a month of you doing something with high amounts of minerals for you to really start feeling like you're not deficient anymore. So I'd be surprised if the Celtic salt started making a difference already. But cold plunging, the first night I did a cold plunge, that night I slept like a baby and I was dreaming and everything. So I know that cold plunges are directly linked to that, better sleep and all that. Okay. Set 4, we're going full range of motion on this one. Ow. Trying to re-rack it when you don't have like function of your calves is the hardest part. Dude, my calves look fat right now, dude. They have so much of a pump in them. Crazy. Hello again. Welcome back, Triton. Appreciate you coming back. How you doing? Still using frozen bottles in the tub? I am. We did find a hack for people. We started following this cold plunge community with Facebook, maybe on Facebook, I don't know. And people found a water chiller that's like $200 or $300 instead of like $1,000. So we're gonna try that one out and see if we can use it. Most people said it kept their water right around 40 degrees, which would be perfect. What's up? Pop Lock, welcome in. Dude, my calves look fat where they are. Holy cow, I have like a crazy pump on my calves right now. I don't know what it is about doing the lower half and then supersetting it, or yeah, I guess it's kind of a superset. But doing full range of motion and then just doing the lower half is like, I think that's my favorite combination of calf raises right now. Like I have never felt a calf pump like this before. It's great. But yeah, that's what I'm wanting to get for mine. Yeah, so if we if you don't beat us to it, Junior Guns, we'll let you know if the one from because they do it based off of how much water is in it. Yours, you have like the extra large one, so you might need the chiller specific for the one that holds the amount of water that you have. I think ours, the one that the hack from the Walmart hack one is I think it's right around for the same amount of gallons or something that ours is, but I'm not entirely sure. But I'll let you know more about it if you decide you want to do that and maybe save yourself a few $100s. Because I can't imagine. I wonder if the one you have NER cover too, don't you? You just have like the XL NER cover. Do they have a different water chiller for that size one than this one, the smaller one? I actually don't know that. Okay. We're on set 5 of 6. We're almost there. I take cold showers all year round. Whew. Cold showers in the summer isn't that bad because the water temperature, the ground temperature is a lot warmer, but taking cold showers in the wintertime, like the water coming out of there, I don't even want to know what temperature it is. Our water was like 42 in spring coming out of the hose. So like midwinter when the ground, when it's like 20 degrees outside, the water is probably not much warmer than that. Okay. All right. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. 2 more sets. You're almost done. Lower half on this set. Try and get as much stretch as we can on this. If we had making fart sounds. Had a Smith machine, we could do more of a deficit, but this is as far as I feel comfortable doing. Somebody thought that was a bag of pizza rolls yesterday. Yeah. So bad. Abs. Have you guys ever hit calves so hard that you couldn't hardly drive home afterward? So I always do calves last in my workout because like if I'm trying to do like cable kickbacks and my calf can't like hold me up to do it, like it just ruins the rest of my workout. So I always do them last. I did calves so hard once that whenever I went to go push on like the gas, my whole leg was shaking because like I couldn't push on. I'm like, this is super dangerous. Like I'm scared. Like what if I have to push on the brake really hard or something like would my leg give out? Like it freaked me out. I was like, oh, I'm not doing this anymore. So after I do calves, now I wait for some sort of recovery. I'll sit or I'll walk or I'll do something like 20, 30 minutes after my calf workout before I start driving again. But it's got me pretty good. I've been lurking, not paying attention. That's okay. That's okay, sis. I understand. I totally understand. There's no hard feelings. Mostly good. Mostly good. Thought of 2 things I need to do. So brain overload checked in. Yeah. I feel ya. It's a wake-up call indeed. Nice icy vibe, and I'm awake. Yeah. I feel the burn. Uh-oh. What's happening? Hey, what is it? Angry Rabbit. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate you. What are you doing? Is Noel messing with me? My mouse keeps drifting. I feel like he's trying to mess with me. Tiger Prime, welcome in. How are you doing? Good to see you. What is it? Baby, thanks for the follow. I appreciate you. How are you doing? I'm doing good. My calves are not doing so well right now. I'm destroying my calves. But we're good. I started finally getting back into my cold plunging. We can get the water down. We can get it cold enough finally. We bought more water bottles and we've been doing that first thing in the morning. So I've been cold plunging about 7 o'clock, 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning, every morning. And I feel fantastic. I feel like I've been sleeping so much better. I'm not waking up 1,000 times. I feel refreshed in the morning. And I feel like I have so much more energy throughout the day. So I've been on cloud 9. All right, we got one more set left. Last one, we're doing full range of motion on this one. And we're just gonna do as many as we can before our legs stop working. Calves. We'll have one in reserve, just enough to rack the bar. So much easier with a Smith machine. You can really push yourself because racking it isn't sketchy. You don't have risk of really falling. Yeah. I feel like I can't do full range of motion. I'm trying. We're about done. It's getting too sketchy. Like losing function of my calves. Okay, we gotta be smart. We gotta be smart. Get hurt. That would be super annoying. Just for like 2 extra reps. Had an itch on the back of my knee while I was doing it. I'm like, ah! It's like when your nose itches, but you can't touch your nose for whatever reason. Thank you so much for the follow. How are you doing today? Appreciate you. LOL. That's one of those super feeling it days, putting in work. Yes. That's why I'm in a house gym, pushing to the limit. Yes. That is nice about having a home gym. You can push your limits and not have to worry about people Not have to worry about people staring at you. Sometimes I'm one of those people, I'm like, yeah, watch me. Like, I get motivated when people watch me. Watch me. I guess it's kind of, it's honestly a little bit of an ego lifting thing. Good info. Thank you so much for the follow. I don't know what to call you. Dot. Dot. Thanks for the follow. Troy, welcome in. How are you doing today? Good to see you. Sup? Okay. My only option here where I live, if you can't plunge, then it's an okay alternative, but don't expect it to be as good. Yeah, it's true. Cold showers are proven to be effective. They probably, kind of like Rotlick said, they're not as effective as doing something like an entire, when you're completely submerged in water, the rate that the heat leaves you is faster than a shower. Because when you're in a shower, yeah, water is touching you and it's cold and you're still getting that focus and all that stuff. But the rate at which the heat is leaving you is much slower. So the effects aren't going to be those like cold shock proteins. You might not get as many released, or your reaction to the cold won't be as strong as complete submersion. So yeah, but they are beneficial. So if you don't have access to a cold plunge, take a cold shower. It absolutely will help. Okay. My only option where I live, yes. Do it. Do the cold showers. Cold showers are only as cold as pipes carrying the water. Exactly. Can't add ice, yeah. You can, I was going to say you can also do like a bathtub, but you have to have a freezer full of ice or water bottles so you can actually reuse the ice. Instead of buying ice every day, you could do water bottles like we do and freeze them, but you need a pretty decent amount of freezer space to get enough to cool down a bathtub or do your own. I've seen people do cold plunges in like the trash cans. You know what I'm talking about? The trash cans they get a new one that's not disgusting, but the ones that are like this high, and then they'll just like dunk down and sit in it. I've seen people do like the stock tank ones. Like there's a whole bunch of different variations of cold plunge that you can do. You don't have to buy one of these. So yes, lots of different ways. Watch me all day. I'm a show off, I guess. Well, I need to dump ice in the tub and jump in to see if a cold plunge would help me. Yeah, give it a try. I do recommend doing some sort of reusable ice. Otherwise, if you're picking up ice from the gas station, it can get pretty expensive. So excellent session today. Great vibe. Thank you guys. I got like 20 minutes left. I'm probably just going to stretch for the remainder of the stream. So I desperately need it. I'm probably going to do some foam rolling too, because I do have some tightness in like my quads, and my upper back was giving me a little bit of issues today. So I'll probably do some foam rolling as well, if you guys want to stick around. Chungus! I mean, Poritz. We're calling you Poritz. Welcome in. It's good to see you. I'm with you. I show off at the gym. I don't ever do like more weight than I normally would. I'm not like one of those people where I'm like stupid and will hurt myself, but like I feel good whenever I go and do like a heavy squat and I see people like they'll look at me, or like I've seen people like nudge their friend and their friend will look at me and I'm just like, yeah, like let's go. Yeah. So sometimes it makes me feel good. And then you have the creepers that like stare at you while you're doing hip thrusters and stuff. It's a little uncomfortable. I did have one guy who was I don't know where he was from. He didn't speak English super well, but he was staring at me like hardcore. And I was like, man, this dude's a creep. And then he actually came up afterward and asked me like, hey, I've seen you do these before. And I was trying to figure out like what muscle group this works. He was like, is this like a hamstring or core? What does it work? He was trying to figure it out. So I think he was staring at me just to figure out the workout, but I don't know for sure. I don't want to assume he was being a creep, but you never know. I like to assume the best and be aware. I'm definitely aware. gonna foam roll first, and then we'll relieve any tension that we build up with some stretching afterward. Because anybody who does foam rolling knows that foam rolling does not feel great. Mine actually, I have a very soft foam roller, so mine's not terribly unpleasant. I've used a hard, like it's not I mean, I guess maybe it is PVC. It's like a huge, it's like this size, but plastic. And those tear you up. Oh, they hurt so bad. Mine's pretty soft, so it doesn't hurt that bad. But when your muscles are tight and you're foam rolling, it's not gonna feel great. So let's start on the back, and then we'll move our way down. I still have a pretty bad calf pump, so I don't want to foam roll my calves just yet. Oh gosh, my calves are my calves are shaking just trying to foam roll. Okay, got upper traps. We're gonna hit shoulder blades now. Okay, upper back feels pretty decent. I always drift so far whenever I do foam rolling. Okay. I never know where to put my hands when I'm doing mid back. It feels awkward. Just try to come in here. My lats are always so tight. I feel like most of my issues come from tight lats. I think that's why I can't do overhead squats. My lats are always, I'm not very flexible in the lat range. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, right there. Ow. Okay. And low back. Not all heroes wear capes. I think I should say it here. Oh gosh. Don't learn how to do burpees at school. And my hips are probably the most painful part to foam roll, which is what we're going to be doing next. Always do the number 4. And then I go down at like an angle. Oh gosh. To get the glutees. Oh. Ramping up. Crazy low back just popped from doing this. I'm burping so much this morning. It's very annoying. It's got to be that I'm eating, because I never used to burp, like hardly ever on stream. It's got to be that I'm eating breakfast close to the time I'm working out, right? This is my really bad side. I always wonder if anyone got my reference. Nope. I didn't get it. Gotta learn them from someone else. I don't know. I didn't get it. I never get them though. I never get the references or the jokes. Gosh, Noah's banging on the door. It's driving me nuts. Totally close to working out, eating. Yeah, that's the only thing that's the only thing that's changed recently is I'm eating closer to the time I'm working out. Oof. Trying to do like a quick version of foam rolling. Really target the really bad problem areas. Okay, we'll just do. Well, hamstrings really never give me issues for foam rolling. It's mostly just stretching on hammies. I don't hardly ever get super tight where I need foam rolling in the hammies, but we'll roll them out really quick. It's mostly quads and hips. Lateral quad gets super tight and hips. Go ahead and do calves while we're here. I'm having a hard time holding myself up. Upper body days have been great. Gosh, especially on the soleus. Oh, we'll just do that. Oh my god. Oh, that feels fantastic. In a painful sort of way. It's like a deep tissue massage. It's like, ow, it hurts, but then as soon as you're done, you're like, oh, feel that tension release. And finally, quads. We start with lateral quad, and then I kind of will slowly inch my way in as far as I can. Here a little bit limited. Getting inner quad is kind of difficult on foam rolling. It's possible, but it just looks really awkward. It's almost always lateral quad that gets irritated though. Oh god. My quads are sore. Quads never feel good foam rolling. It's always painful. Okay. Great hit. Why is it my alerts going off? Thank you so much. That's so weird. Okay. Welcome in, Nancy Squad. Thank you so much for bringing your community here. I hope that the workout went really well. If you guys don't know Nancy Squat, she is absolutely amazing, beautiful. She is currently on a cut getting ready for a show. How many more weeks? It's coming up soon, isn't it? Yeah, give her your follow. She's absolutely amazing, incredible human, and we love her. So please go give her a follow. Give her your support if you haven't yet already. Raid and Run, thank you so much for bringing your community here. If you guys don't know me, my name is Taylor, aka Limitless. We are actually finishing up stream right now too. I have about 10 minutes left. We're finishing up with stretching. Today we did back and biceps. We hit a little bit of calves towards the end. We typically do bodybuilding style workouts, and then on Wednesdays I do a workout chosen by somebody in the community. You guys get to write my workout on Wednesdays. So if you're interested in doing that or seeing any of that, you guys can hit that follow button. What was I going to say? I had something else I was going to say. I don't know. But I am a certified personal trainer. If you guys have any questions or if you're new here, we'd love to hear a little bit about you. Thank you again, Nancy, for bringing your community here. I hope you have a wonderful day. What's your weight? I'm 147 pounds currently right now. We're trying to get down to 145 by the end of our cut, 144, 145. We got about 2 weeks left to do that, which I'm excited about. I think we'll hit our goal. But yeah, we're on a cut as well. I'm excited for the fall. The fall usually brings yummy food and a caloric surplus. We're going to be bulking here before we know it. So yeah, rolling the IT band is the worst. Yeah, my IT band is always tight. Always tight. So yeah, we just finished foam rolling. I felt like we definitely needed it. And now we're going to be doing a quick stretch. Like I said, I got like 10 minutes left before I have to end and go pick up my son from school. So yeah, welcome in, guys. Okay. I take this Kathy off. Who is it? Who redeemed this, by the way? I think it was Florida Boy. I don't think he's not paying attention. I'm taking it off. How hard will it be to cut 2 pounds? 2 pounds will be easy, especially if I know that the end of my cut is coming soon. I feel like I can really buckle down and lose 2 pounds. That looks like, for me personally, I will go into probably 300 calorie deficit per day and then do a 24-hour fast on Sunday. Oh, jeez. Hija, what the heck? You think you're so funny, don't you? So I use my caloric deficit. I use fasting, a 24-hour fast as part of my deficit. It's just easier for me because I love food and I like to eat throughout the week closer to maintenance calories. So I still get to eat like 2,200 calories. I can eat a lot of food in 2,200 calories. So that's what I do day to day. So I am in a 300 calorie-ish deficit around 2,200 calories. And then if I do a 24-hour fast on Sunday, which is super easy for me, we're usually pretty busy on Sundays. So it's pretty easy for me to do that. She said, tee hee hee, you're such a brat. But yeah, and then doing 30 to 45 minutes of cardio per day, and then our usual lifting and stuff. That's what 2 pounds looks like, about a pound a week. I think I could easily lose that. So, ducks. Hija. Yeah. That's a workout as well. Oh yeah. Yeah, foam rolling is not easy. It's not relaxing. Stretching, actually, like, you can focus on when you're not streaming. You can focus, it can be your time of like meditation and clearing your mind and all that, which I love. That's one reason why I really loved stretching before I started streaming. I would always stretch because I'm like, that's my quiet time. Sometimes I'd even play music, or if we were in a public gym where there was like a lot of noise, I'd listen to music that was relaxing. Or, you know, here I can turn everything off and stretch in my garage with no noise, and I use it as like a time of meditation. And there's a lot of muscle tension release during stretching, and so I really like it, and it helps with longevity and muscle recovery. There's so many benefits to to it other than like the mental aspect of stretching. Physically, there's so many benefits, increased performance, like there's so many things. Stretching is fantastic and it feels good. It's relaxing. It's really good after an intense workout, which not saying today was super intense, but after an intense workout, getting a good stretch in, just, I don't know. It just helps bring me down from the intensity. So yeah, I love it. Never me. You don't talk enough. Yeah, 2 pounds should be pretty easy. I think we can do it. If I really buckle down, like I said. I had the last 2 weeks or so, I haven't been logging my food. I've been eating very mindfully. So I still have been losing just very slow rate. I think if I logged food, I'd lose half a pound every few days, which is right on track for the 1 pound a week. Right now, yeah, I think I lost half a pound in the last week and a half. So it's just a lot slower rate. So we're just doing a quick stretch. I don't have time to sit here and do like a really thorough stretch, but we're going to try and hit the full body here. The next 6 minutes. And be quick about it. Say after every workout, that's the wind down time. Yes. Yeah, it is. It's a time of reflection, things that you would like to change about your workout. Be like, you know what, I probably could have done this better, or you know what, I'm glad I just got here. And it's like your reward time, being proud of yourself, reflecting, relaxing, coming down from that workout high. So during my podcast today, remember I told you guys the other day, I was like, man, a lot of the little weird habits I have, these people who are like crazy successful, and they talk about habits of successful people. That's kind of one of the kicks I'm on right now. Habits of successful people. This guy said that he does, he said whenever he is, hold on. I can't think and do things. I can't talk and do things at the same time. He said whenever he's in the car, he doesn't have any sound or music on. It's always quiet. And he uses that time to like plan his day and do self-reflection and just have time to think about things he wants to do and all that stuff. And I've always done that. And everybody has told me that that's so weird. And they're like, why don't you put music on? Why are you sitting in the silence, you weirdo? And like, I always got, I always had people just talking negatively about it. And there's like a whole bunch of like people I look up to that do the same thing. I was like, oh, you know, my weird habits are good. You guys see this? I'm like, my palms are almost flat on the ground. Isn't that crazy? Remember like when we first started getting active about stretching, I couldn't even hardly touch the floor. Like touching my toes, I would like have to struggle. It's amazing. It's amazing what consistent working out and cardio and stretching. My stretching is still pretty inconsistent, but we're still making progress. Inconsistent is better than not doing it at all. So we're working on consistency in everything. Sneeze buckling. My right side always has more issues than my left. I think I've had most of my injuries stemmed from my right side. Right shoulder injury. I pulled my right groin. I had a really bad, I said ankle injury in soccer, shoulder from volleyball. Like my right side has just got a lot more issues. Let's do. I log all my food. How are your macros and protein goals? How much protein are you hitting per day, sis? That's most people's issue is they're not getting enough protein. I feel like us growing up, we had a very carb heavy diet growing up. Like everything we ate, we'd have bagels or oatmeal for breakfast, and then we would do like sandwiches and fruit for lunch, and then dinner was like tacos or pasta or, you know, things of that sort. So we always had like, I felt like our carbs and our fat were super high, and then our protein was always like detrimentally low. And I've finally kind of broken that habit. I still find myself like wanting cereal for breakfast and bagels and stuff like that. I feel like when you do it for so long, it just becomes natural. And when you're an athlete and you need readily like energy, like readily available, then eating high carb diets is kind of encouraged more too. But like when you want to just like be healthy and look good, super high carb diets is not great. I'm just thinking about all the times like, man, my blood sugar was probably through the roof when I was eating this and when I was eating that. And like, I'm so much more aware now, which I'm thankful for because I'm doing healthy things in my kids' lives. Like Noah doesn't ask for like bagels and stuff like anymore for breakfast. He's been asking me every morning for eggs. He's like, Mom, I want to be healthy. Can you make me eggs for breakfast? And then he will have like, he'll ask for fruit and yogurt. And sometimes he'll ask for cereal, but he always asks for eggs with it. And I'm like, that's good. Like he's getting it, and he's 5. So he's so much more aware than I was as a kid. I just ate whatever was in front of me, didn't think about it. I didn't think twice about it. And my kids have such a different mindset than I did as a kid. So it just makes me feel good. Your kids' habits and their lives and lifestyle starts with you and them watching you. So anyways, enough about that. We got poop jokes. Who's making poop jokes in here? Are you sure? Fighter for all, welcome in. Maybe your right side is your wrong side. Yeah. And your left side is actually, my left side is definitely stronger than my right in most things. It definitely is. I always need music in the car. So my husband is the same way. He has to have music on 24/7. And he's productive whenever he has music on. And I'm the complete opposite. If there's music on, I'm singing the lyrics in my head. But when it's silent, it opens my mind to think about like everything and anything. Sometimes I think about stupid stuff just for entertainment of myself. But sometimes I actually think about like good things and productive things and self-help things and all that. So I really love the quiet car rides. More and more. What camera do you use? It is the Instalink 360, and it's fantastic. I love it. When did Barbie get that ripped? Yeah, that's my goal. I tell people, I'm like, I want to look like a buff Barbie. I don't want to be jacked Barbie. I want to be buff Barbie. So like I said, we're going to be, our bulk's going to look a little different this year. Clutch City, thank you so much for the heart me. Thanks for the team bracelet. I appreciate you coming in here every day and showing your support. Thank you so much. The Show Brothers, how you doing? Yeah, I am 5'9" and 147 pounds. Do you do IRLs? Most of my streams are just lifting streams. I have done like fun streams in the past, but they're kind of few and far in between. And I've done cooking streams before. And I do gaming streams every once in a while as well. So I would say most of it is health related stuff. And then we have a couple other ones kind of thrown in there as we want them. So yeah. Anyways, I gotta go pick up my child. So I gotta go, but we will be on again tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday, right? So I stream Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. till 12:30 p.m. And this is Eastern time. So I hope to see you guys again. Please come back and ask all the questions. Come hang out. I'd love to get to know more about you guys. And yeah, I love you guys. I'm so sorry I can't answer all the questions. I am not caught up on any of the chats. I love you guys. Please don't be upset with me, but I'm already running late. I gotta go. Love you guys. We'll see you tomorrow, 9 a.m.